Hi, I'm Nikki Adebiyi and I'm the founder of Bounce Black, which is a coaching and community platform for Black students and professionals who are navigating recovery from adversity while building a career. I'm an all-round mental health advocate and I'm passionate about doing my part to create a trauma-informed society. And to me, being a lived experience leader is about making meaning out of messy situations. It's about not letting suffering or struggle have the final say. It's about seeing your survival as a strength and rising in resilience. It's about owning your story and using your voice to empower others to use theirs. Sometimes that means championing your cause at tables where decisions are made that affect people like you. Other times it's about creating your own table and leading the conversations that matter to you. That's what inspired me to create Bounce Black, as I wanted to create a space to bring together all the knowledge and resources that helped me along the way, in hopes that it could benefit those who could relate to my story. I also wanted it to be a platform from which I could advocate for the needs of people like myself and our perspectives at a higher level in a way that could shape services and institutions, because I'm a strong believer in co-design. And co-design is all about ensuring that the people who will be affected by a decision are involved in shaping the decision in a meaningful way. It's about true inclusion, which means not just inviting someone to be present, but also ensuring their perspective is heard and taken into account in the final outcome. Experts by experience matter because when it comes to social issues and public policy, someone somewhere has lived the challenges you are trying to solve. So it makes sense to consult them rather than attempt to come up with an answer in an abstract way that may not make sense to the people you're trying to help. It's also important to remember that survivors will have often already attempted to explore solutions to the problems they faced. So lived experience leaders can offer not just the expertise of having experienced these difficult things, but also the lessons from trial and error attempts at figuring out what works and what doesn't. On the other hand, I also think it's important to emphasize the co in co-design, because it's true that what makes experts by experience good at what we do is the hard things that we've overcome and the determination to thrive regardless and help others thrive. But the burden of advocacy cannot fall on us alone, as that can be overwhelming and exhausting. And so, to borrow language from other issues, I think we need allies who may not understand experientially, but can do so from a place of empathy. And this looks like engaging us meaningfully and substantively, but not leaving us to do all the work unless we voluntarily take on that role. In short, I think it's about meeting each other halfway to collaborate and play to our strengths. For example, lived experience leaders can share what we've lived through and what can be learned from it. And then allies can take that on board and help us bring to life the kind of solutions that move us all forward. Because when you work for the good of the most vulnerable, we all stand to benefit. Thank you.